Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest. It's the LA Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And away we go from Nashville. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. I'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. Jukes one defender. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap down to Ward. Fits it through the middle. Looked great initially, but he is short of that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Fourth down, here's Ward. He's got it to his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Again, Ward going to the air. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Ward now on 3rd down. And the defender comes away with it. R.J. Mickens in there to pick it off. And the Chargers have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return. from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Herbert throwing right away. Brought in inside the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. First call here coming from the shotgun. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. First and 10 here. Ward. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down throw here for Ward. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun, it's Ward. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Ward. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Big strike here to Williams. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 13-0 lead. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Chooses to bring this one out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He gets a lot behind. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Escapes a defender. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. You say that out loud?
That was out loud, yeah. Herbert on 1st down. Has a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Working quickly here. First down from the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. So a very early challenge, but a good one. Calls overturned, and that's going to unlock a 3rd challenge for them if it gets to that point later in this game. That one right down the middle. And the Chargers push their lead to 21-zip already. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. First call here coming from the shotgun. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds Pollard on the check down. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. The Chargers have an early lead. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go in the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. From the 23. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now Ward. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing fourth down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. He's looking deep once again. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked by Alohi Gilman. And the Chargers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Herbert with a blitz coming. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. And it's going to be 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mike Williams, the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers continue piling onto this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returnable from the 1. Jukes out a 1-stop. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. the play fake. Here's Ward. Escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35. And he gets this down near the 30.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
First down throw here for Ward. Catch is made down the right sideline. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown! The Titans fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is...
Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Well, they are getting boat raced already. Got to try to spark something up here, so they're going to try the onside kick. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared. They were ready for it. And now, well, you've added a...
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers boat racing. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ward. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, brother, it's another interception! And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game. It happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Herbert to throw once more. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Herbert throwing again. McConkey's got it again. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Now Herbert again. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Quick pass, right side complete. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Mike Williams, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers continue adding on to that lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Making some progress here. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Back to throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. They're in full comeback mode already here in the 3rd. An onside kick coming up. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. 1st down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Shotgun give to Hampton. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's Hampton on 2nd. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Gosh, how frustrating that must be, not just for him, but really the entire offense and the coaches, to see that kind of effort, to break a tackle on a run, and it still ends in a loss.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got it on the slant. It's an LA touchdown. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Lat McConkey with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers tack on 7 more to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Oh no, they get him yet again! Juke the defender. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
1st down from the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Mike Williams, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Second and 10 now. Ward. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage.
Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him! And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And this? Well, this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
Trying again following the sack. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Ward's going to throw here on third. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
On fourth down, Ward. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
First and 10, here's Herbert. That one connects. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Chargers have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal. Hampton gets the handoff. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Gets it again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Titans to the line now. First and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
First down throw here for Ward. Connecting on the slant. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Has it downfield, working the left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans putting up points in a game decided. Titans keeping their offense on the field. Love it. They're trying for 2. And this is caught for 2. Not going to do much against that deficit, but hey, at least a positive add-on to that touchdown. They're going down swinging. We see here, getting ready for an onside kick. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on first is Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers are running them out of the building. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Another score for him this game. Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10 here. Ward. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second and 10. Here's Ward to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Titans will have a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Fits it through the middle. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Again, Ward going to the air. Finds the in route complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This one's caught. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Offense up to the line fast. From the gun, it's Ward. that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Titans making the scoreboard look a touch better. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Here's Sly to try the point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Chargers ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. First down run gets them 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion left. They're going to pass it here. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Titans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Third and long for him here. That's caught for the 1st. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Titans putting up points in a game decided. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no problem for the Chargers, they cover it up.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Running it with Hampton. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their 1st. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Again, it's Hampton. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He finds Johnston. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And oh, he got it! Interception! The Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Titans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now Ward. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. The 30. He's at the 10. At the 5. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Titans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Titans take 7 points off the deficit. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Chargers throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting at the 10. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Ward's going to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. They've got 1st down from the 31. Herbert from the gun. And the Titans' rush brings him down. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. On the move, headed right. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Chargers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He'll take this at the 10. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get them, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks sent his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Here he goes, one final shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Nashville.